My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. Bullet time. Wait, no, hang on. I played the bullet immediately after I did the pass. So we went bullet, robot, bullet, hunter. Hey, okay, we should be playing the pilot right now. Got it good. I think I must have purchased everything from you. Have I purchased, like, everything from him? Or did I just purchase from him at the end of the last run? It could be either. I can't exactly recall, to be entirely honest with you. God, I have to go do the challenge mode soon, because now it actually unlocks something. It unlocks chaos bullets. Yuck. Yuck. Oh, don't want to do that. I was holding off on the challenge mode for the longest possible time, because every single time I played it, I'd die in like 20 minutes, and then I'd just be sad about it. Whereas playing the normal game is, you know, it's a... Let's be honest, it's like a relative 80% win rate. The challenge mode, of course, having a 0% win rate is a little demoralizing. Especially in the instances where it's like, what could I have done? But I am gonna have to get it done sooner or later. I want those chaos bullets. I think they have a random effect, in the same way that the Chaos Amulet inflicts a random status effect upon the enemies that are blanked. If I recall correctly from... Whoa, okay, hang on, I didn't know you were down here, Gigi. I mean, I should have expected it, the map is symmetrical to start out with, but... I didn't. That's entirely my fault, I guess. Wait for this. Easily done. I'll just let you blow yourself up. There's another one. Oh, it's a... Yeah. Of course it is. Well, I mean... Let's find our fireplace room as soon as possible so that we can unlock the oubliette entrance and start working along that with our lockpick. See if we can get down there for free. The more items I find in any one run, the more likely I am, not only to win that run, I mean that's relatively obvious, but the more likely I am to come across some of the items that I've not used yet. Okay. Just don't be the twins. Okay, never mind, we're fine. We're fine. Again, as I keep saying, so that I fuck myself out the gate, if I do take damage against this guy, it's gonna be entirely my mechanical fault. There's really no excuse for me to take damage against the Bullet King anymore. Now, it's worth noting, the last two times I fought the Bullet King and said that, I then took damage against the Bullet King. So, hell, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe that's where I've been going wrong. I've been setting the bar too high. Okay. You can see some of the things specifically that I'm doing here to try and make this easier for myself. Don't roll unless it's 100% necessary. Don't blank unless it's 100% necessary. Almost all blank situations, of course, involve the erratic circle attack, because the rest of them are predictable and kind of mapped. They're like solved games, in a way. It's just the erratic shots that suck. Like these. Especially when they're paired with another attack wave that forces you to roll. Because then you can't react perfectly. You can only react somewhat predictively. Yeah, that's gonna need a blank. That's really sad. That guy did so many above his head attacks. So I'm not gonna be able to force a secret room. Or if there is a secret room, I'm not gonna be able to blank it. I can actually, hang on. I'd need to deal damage to myself in the room in order to blow up my armor, in order to blank the room. That would be interesting to do. Intentionally. I don't think any of these can be the secret room. Minecutter, by the way, is dope as hell. I haven't had this in a very long time. Okay. No. Okay, that just looks suspicious for a second, I'll be honest. I'll keep the minecutter on my offhand just in case I want to swap to it so that I can kill a specific enemy really quickly. Usually that's going to be a gun nut or a chain gunner that is paired with another gun nut or a chain gunner. Because I really don't want to take damage to them. Even though I'd only be taking armor damage, I guess. It's worth noting that the fireplace that I'm looking for is always at the end of a line. It's always the dead end of a hallway. So I really, really, really want to try and find as many dead ends as soon as possible. It's common that item rooms are at dead ends, but they're not always. It's common that shops are at dead ends, but again, they're not always. This looks like it'll probably loop around. But I want to have rooms left over after I find the fireplace, so that I can charge back up my lockpick if it's necessary. So I'm specifically going to eschew going in the direction that I believe leads to a dead end. Specifically because I know what the dead end is. If I don't know what the dead end is, then that's probably going to be the fireplace I'm looking for. I mean, I'm not going to be fighting in the shop anyway, so I may as well check it now. Void Shotgun, Lodestone Amulet, Okay. Did just quickly want to check that. Okay, this probably loops around really close to the item room. I think it's actually going to be off in this direction. It's going to be like one interlude room and then the fireplace. No, it's just the fireplace, okay. See? These are the small things that you can eventually, after time, just start to tell about the map. You could just start to feel them. Because you've seen so many different generations of the map that they just start to feel instinctual. That's what instinct really is. Gut instinct is mostly just experience coming back to like, tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, this is a thing, by the way. This is a thing that you subconsciously know. Oh, that's exciting. Possibly another blue chest on this floor that I'll be able to access. Okay. It's very important I manage to use my gun for all of these kills rather than rolling at all, because I'm pretty certain rolling does not accomplish the refilling of your use item. But I'm not certain. That was really cool. I had to do that, though. Also, I'd already refilled my item. So if I get through to the blue chest, I'll probably open it with a key. But for the door, I'll roll my pick against it. Nice, 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 nice. Obviously check if it's a mimic. Okay. Yeah, this is probably just going to be minecutter time for a while. Especially considering the fact that I'm going to get more ammunition for this weapon before I need to use it. It'd suck to get an ammo drop and then go, oh, I could have been using the minecutter this whole time? I've taken damage in this room an inordinate amount of times. It's really, really stupid for me to have taken damage in that room ever, in fact. Well, there's our secret room. Smiley's revolver. Okay, that's actually really interesting. How are the shop prices for us now? They should be dirt fucking cheap. 18 for that. I'll pay 14 for a blank just to see what's in this room. Alright, well, shouldn't have done that. Okay, I'll roll a lockpick to see if I get to open this brown chest, but I'm okay if I can't. Fair enough. Especially because I still get the junk. 72% chance to get junk there because I had a key while I shot it. I think it's like I've seen numbers toss around between 2 and 5% as to... Do I open this one, though? Yeah, I do. Oh, I'm really glad I did that. Poison immunity plus an HP up. I would have been amazingly happy if it was just an HP up and it was poison immunity as well. Obviously, I can't go to the oubliette because I failed the first lock. And there's no coming back from that. I'm only okay with running such a deficit of keys right now because I am the pilot. So if there is something blue or green tier, blue or brown tier, I can just roll my pick against it and I really don't care if it fails. Just thinking about my weaponry at the moment. I kind of want to use Smiley's revolver. Mostly for the sake of range, to be entirely honest with you. This gun has shit range. Look at that. Wait. Yeah, look at that. You can see the end of its range right there. Whereas... this goes all the way to the wall. Yeah. So it goes entirely off screen. They're both relatively inaccurate. There's more damage, of course, on the Smiley's revolver, as you might imagine. It's good to have 2 cost reductions, but... I worry how useful it's ultimately going to be for me. It's really important that I got that key, even at the cost of the armor that I just lost. I tried to blank. I'm glad that the blank didn't go off. Funny thing is, if I walked into that room already holding the Smiley's revolver, I probably would have gotten that and not taken damage. Oh, 2 keys. Thank you very much. Go visit the shop and then we'll pick up the keys. Whew. Bunch of keys in here as well. I'm not going to expend any of the keys until I see whether or not we have a special shop on this floor. Again, it's just the correct kind of order of operations for things, I guess. You know what? I will actually just stick with this gun. I'll try and be relatively precise with my shots, obviously. Well, this one's still going to be able to take out a boss, and 230 shots is more than enough to take out a boss, so... I'll leave the mine cutter where it currently is. Because the next time I use the mine cutter is going to be for taking out the boss. Woo! Well, I found the secret room. See if we have a secondary... Yeah, if the next time I use the mine cutter is going to be to take out the boss anyway, I don't really need to put ammo in it right now because it'll run out of ammo during that boss fight and then I'll need to reload it afterwards. And assuming I don't end up running entirely out of ammunition, it doesn't really matter when I do that. There's a logical train of thought here and I'm having a lot of trouble explaining it well. Okay. Damn it! Hey, there we go. Just walk. All you gotta do here is walk. Beautiful. Alright. Okay, it's not a special shop. I believe that, in fact, also means that I can't have a special shop because I have a gun muncher on this floor. I think they take the same role. Or at the very least, I think that takes the same role as Keyman Shop. I don't think it takes the same role as Cursula's shop, because her shop doesn't count as a shop in the same way. It's weird. It's all very weird. I need to find out the correct nomenclature for all of that kind of thing, because there's obviously, you know, green lights mean a shrine, purple lights mean a gun muncher or a shop, but not all shops, because Cursula's shop doesn't have purple lights out front. It has no lights. It's weird and annoying, and I need to figure out an overarching terminology. If anyone would like to propose an overarching terminology, I'd love to hear it. Because I've evidently struggled with it for over 200 episodes now. Shouldn't have checked either of those for being mimics before fighting the boss, but... it also wouldn't have been too bad if I actually ended up getting the weapon there. Beautiful. It's pretty much my only concern, taking out the ghost instantly, and it spawned in the location I'd assumed. Real handy. If I can leave myself a blank after fighting the boss, I'm going to be really, really pleased. Otherwise, I probably will purchase myself a blank. But I'm not going to be happy about it. So this weapon fires fast, and it does a fair amount of damage, and its bullets are penetrative. Well, half of the time. There we go. I want the penetrative shot when I'm up against that attack specifically. Yeah, I tried to save myself the blank. That was really dumb. I should have just accepted the loss of the blank. God damn it. Well, at least Monster Blood is going to make up for some of the HP I just gave up. I really should have been able to flawless that quite easily. In fact, that's my fault. All it would have taken is just using the blank in the situation. That's an amazing boss weapon. Why do I... Oh, I do have an extra blank. No, wait, that extra blank is the blank that I didn't use in the fight. My brain is not working. My brain's gone all dumb. Can someone please ship me a new brain? This one's defective. That goes straight in the gun muncher if I have another bad brown weapon. Bad weapon on this floor, sorry. That's poison immunity, but I already have poison immunity. So I'm not exactly enthused. I'll take both of those just because they're incredibly cheap. Okay, give me a bad blue weapon so I can justify gun munching the science cannon. Plan Pain, it sucks. Alright, let's go. I hate Plan Pain. I used to use Plan Pain a lot in the start series. Do not like it whatsoever, and of course I hate Science Cannon. So blue or green weapon of random. That's a green weapon. This apparently now has a synergy. It didn't in the beta update, but apparently this now has a synergy with the shell. Sorry, with the bullet. So this is shell, the other one's bullet. I'm glad to hear it. I hope that I get to check it out, and I hope that it makes the guns worth using. Oh, I'm sad about it. Come on, Black Powder Mine. What you got? That's very odd map generation. I don't think I've even ever seen that occur. I like it, though. It's flashy. It's fancy. There's a surprising amount of knockback on the shots from Smiley here. Okay. Beautiful. It's still 3 shots for this. That's exactly what I was looking for there. Trying to conserve my ammunition here wherever possible. I think here I'm gonna use the shotgun. Look how ineffective it is. It's a green tier shotgun, and a full clip of it doesn't take out even a chunk of that guy. It's abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. Oh, come on! It doesn't kill fast enough to actually get that guy either. Oh, he's hitting him at the very end as well. I even blanked the room just so I could get over there in time. You ungrateful mother... Alright, the tilt is apparently real. Just gonna slow down for a second here. God, this weapon sucks. I think I actually would have preferred Science Cannon. And Plan Pain. Both of those would have done fine in that situation. Double cost downgrade. I think I'll actually downgrade Mind Cutter as a Room Clear right now. Just because I think we're going to need it for that. God damn it. Oh, we're starting to take damage in a lot of situations I really, really would not want to. Alright, come on, boss. Well, there goes our blank. I now just need to not need a blank for the rest of the fight. That's difficult, because the opponent does get more aggressive. But that's okay, you know. You grow best through adversity. We actually managed to destroy the grenade there, which is really handy. Looks like we're actually on a winner here. Beautiful. Just the fact that I got the Master around here is going to put us back on pace for the HP that we really ought to have. Because we've got this basically standing in place of a Master round I should have gotten last floor. Not that I deserved it last floor, mind you, but that I should have gotten if I wasn't bad. In retrospect, I really regret it, because that green chest gave me nothing but badness. But of course, you know, hindsight's 20/20. Beautiful. Now we can change the AK. If I can afford the owl, I'll just go and take it. Even if that shorts me a chest on this floor, 121 for the owl, that's really good. Beautiful. Really only needed to take out the ghost round there and then the boss. Look, there's no way I can afford a key for this, so I may as well just... Yeah. Alright. I should use my infinite ammunition weapon, by the way, when I try and shoot those. 100% correct. I could have saved myself like 12 rounds in this gun. That's my fault. I'll keep the rogue special in the offhand to remind me of that. Okay, one level down. Second level down. Excellent. And my money, only 7. Rough. Beautiful. Ah! This is the same room that I keep trying to remind myself, don't stand close. You can't stand close to the second wave that spawns in this room, because when the second wave spawns in this room, it fucks you instantly. It's really annoying. Because they only spawn as a skull, but then they immediately project those arms, and then the arms get you immediately. It's real annoying. Okay. Yeah, I'd probably roll the lockpick here as well. Alright, fair enough. Good lord, is that a 25% success rate on my lockpicks this run? I think it may well be. God, I hope I have a sale grate. If there's a sale grate in the shop, then much is redeemed. Okay, thank you for destroying that table. I was actually relying on it. I wasn't relying on the table, I was relying on you destroying the table. Right. Beautiful. Especially since knockback is so big in this room. T-shirt cannon's fine. Good hit, Ryan. No sail grade, unfortunately, which means... really, really unlikely to be able to afford the owl, which was 121. I don't have an accuracy up. Yeah, I think I just take the keys and leave. That's all really unfortunate. Oh boy. Alright, let's just get the hell out of here, I guess. Secret? No. Secret? Also no. So I'll go AK with T-shirt on the offhand. T-shirt for knocking anyone to a pit or knocking them away. Or dealing with big single targets. And then AK for everything else. Ooh, little bit of money there. Very nice. Oh, I thought the money was still following me, but that's the Guan Stone. Got it. Okay. Just deal with everything else except for the center of the room. There's no reason to deal with the center of the room yet. Come on. Knockback's actually being a liability here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see that these are doing piss all damage. Pitiful damage. Keep myself at an angle where only one of them can shoot at me at a time. Then defend my half of the map. Alright, Monster Blood, take care of that one for me. Hold up, buddy. Can I get some ammo drops? Like, it's actually a little insane. The lack of ammo drops we're having. Yes, I know with no levels of curse, but still, by base, you usually get more drops of ammo than this. Thank you. Ah, that's fine, probably. Is there anything good I can do in this room? Yeah, probably this, actually. Because I'm gonna... What? Oh my god, the red guys can actually take control of my bees. Well, that makes this fraught with all kinds of danger I didn't think could have been here. That room sucked. I've only got one bullet left in the AK. There it goes. The red one, though? The red magician survived. I gave it the big old knockback. I'm not okay with any of this. Right, where are you going? Eat wall. A lot of good guns that I'll never get to use. Okay, one down. Just trying to draw them towards the center of the map so that I can kill them all in one shot. Thank you! Ammunition, finally. AK. It's probably our most efficient room clear. Which is fucking saying something, because it is not efficient. Really sucks for that guy to have hidden in there, because you need to kill him first. This whole room has a very specific order to it, and kind of fucked that up by running in there. Oh boy, am I actually gonna just completely shit it on this one? Okay. Just keep it together, Ryan. You can probably do the bosses at least, so just focus on getting to them. Ah, this one's gonna suck. Let's use my suckiest gun that I will definitely gun munch when I get the opportunity. God, it's bad. I mean, I can force the weapon from the boss's floor, so I should. Obviously using the stinger against the boss. If I could just find the boss, that would help out a lot. Please, game. Okay. Knock everyone in. Alright, where are you? Oh, fuck. It's shooting shotguns back at me. Whew. Boss has got to be down in this direction. Shop upwards, boss downwards, probably. Here's the boss. Can't be High Priest, at least. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's worth reminding myself, I do only have one blank in this fight. So I should really, really watch when I use it. Because you can end up in situations, like a couple of situations in this fight, where you desperately need a blank. And I don't want to use it on a situation where it's not 100% necessary and then definitely need it later. Like, it wasn't 100% necessary there. I decided to go for a little bit of a risk. It was 100% necessary there. That's exactly what I was talking about. Saved it for literally just a few seconds, but it wasn't essential at the first time, and it was at the second time. It's the difference between getting the master round and not getting the master round. Okay, gunbow. Well, I mean, at least that'll be good against some bosses. Let's go find our shop. No. Supposed to kill all of you before death showed up. Ugh. Yuck. Alright, there is a sail grate, and there's a sling. Run, be saved. Warning you, don't shoot again. Okay, let's sell all of the crate. Sorry, the crate, the junk. Okay. I also really want to sell my Guanstone, because this Guanstone gives me poison immunity, but I don't need poison immunity because I have poison immunity elsewhere. And it's also green tier, so I get a lot of money for selling it. The importance of doing that is I think I'm going to have to start buying hearts. And also, I want to be able to purchase something really good in the store's next floor. I'm glad I didn't get that before the boss, I'll tell you what, because the Warmonger on Bloody Eye is harder to fight. Rattler is really good. If I can get an accuracy up next floor, Rattler is going to be incredible for us. Not only is this poison, but it's also knockback and it's also damage. It's not the best single target, like single small target room clear, so I'll hold AK on the offhand, but... it's also not horrible. Alright. I'll hold off on this. Beautiful. Okay, no Revolvenant. I thought that room had a Revolvenant in it. Evidently I was wrong. Oh my god. Just die! Good lord, that room. Easily could have dealt like 3 or 4 hits of damage to me. Thankfully, 0. There we go. Whew. Back to the Rattler. Come on. Beautiful. This should be a good example of its damage. 1, 2, 3. Yep, pretty good. Okay. 2. And then finally this buddy over here. Thank you very much for making that easy for me, room. Boss fight already? Yeah. Yeah, I do it now. Gives me time to refill ammunition into the weapons that really need it later. With the weapons I'm going to be fighting... using in the fight. Otherwise I would have to say with the weapons I am going to be fighting with, and that's just a clunky sentence. It's probably much easier for me to just deal with it now rather than try and wait until later. Like, more damage is not really going to be helping the gunbow too much. Yeah, that was an unfortunate time. That series of attacks can fuck you, at the very least with the way that I choose to dodge that series of attacks by staying in a corner like this. You can get really harshly fucked by that attack. The second one, specifically. Okay, do I have any beam? Do I have any beam? No, this is probably my best. Whew! Good lord. This is not turning out to be the easiest fight I've ever done. That series of attacks again! Stop doing that! He does that like maybe 1 in every 4 times I fight him. And he did it twice in this. Getting the gunbow to really doing incredible, really do an incredible amount of damage in the second segment here is going to be difficult. Oh, it's also worth noting, Bloody Eye is actually going to be probably quite a large detriment right now. It really depends, right? Like, Bloody Eye is going to be good in that I'll be able to position myself better before I make rolls. But it's going to be bad in that... oh shit, we're going to recycle you? But it's going to be bad in that I can roll over fewer things because they're moving less quickly. Like, I probably can't roll over that 3 gap right there. So hence ducking to the side. 4, 6. Oh, shit, this might even be a 4 cycle. Ugh. Yuck. Okay. Thankfully, all of the cycles have been pretty generous so far, I'll be honest. None of them have been particularly bad. None of them have been amazing either. I've seen ones far more straightforward than that, as well as ones that end up leaving me near the heart, which would... Like, if I was left near the heart each of those times, I probably would have been able to get an extra shot in with some of the extra pellets landing. Possibly would have been a 3 cycle if I was left near the heart every time. Like this. Because then you can immediately have the first shot connect with a bunch of bullets, whereas my first shot, after the pattern every single time before that, missed for the majority of its shots. Okay, good master round. Damn near pegged it straight for the exit. Daisuke. Okay. No. I'm gonna wait for a second. So I'm gonna wait until I purchase something in the store before I use that's not Daisuke, sorry, actually. Daisuke is the dice that we rescued that allows you to play challenge mode. That's just dodecahedron or something. Anyhow, I will play that shrine in stark contrast to how I used to act around it, which was just, actually, please stay away from me forever, thank you very much, video game. So I will be playing that shrine, but I'm gonna hold off for a while. Beautiful. Just so that if it robs me by taking away my money, I have already spent it. If it cripples me and gives me movement speed, cripples and hastens, I'm going to be really happy about it. If it hastens me or reloads me, I'm going to be really happy about it. Obviously, if it gives me quadruple damage, I'm going to be really happy about that. I've never had the quadruple damage effect from it, but it can do it. It's incredibly rare, mind you, but it can. It also, I believe, breaks the shrine if it gives you quadruple damage. So that'd be nice to see. Especially considering my past animosities towards it. Okay. Oh, fuck this room. Yep. Had to get hit one way or the other. It's a very cheap shock rounds. That's definitely Cursula over there. What would I buy from Cursula? I mean, I do want the extra levels of Curse, mind you, so that I can get more ammo drops, but what would I want to purchase from her? I think I would purchase Cops. The badge, if the badge was there. I'd obviously purchase Max HP. I'd purchase Wax Wings. If there's not enough things to purchase from her that actually give me huge value up front, I just won't do it. Because I don't have the extra key at the moment. I've got enough keys to go to both of my chests, and that's it. Okay. Beautiful. Goodbye, revolver nut. Running out of ammunition in this gun, unfortunately, but it has done solid work for quite some time here. Yeah, I screwed up my first roll. You roll forward and then diagonally, not diagonally, then diagonally. That was entirely my fault that I ended up taking damage there. Okay, definitely need that in the Rattler. Bye, Death. I just love making him appear at the very end, ready to come to the party, and it's like, oh, everyone's dead. See you next time, buddy. Better luck then. I really do want shock rounds, because with AK-47 and Rattler, it's going to be huge. For those two specifically, it's going to be a massive increase in damage. Okay. Only 2 from the wow. Stingy. Okay. Hold off, roll over, knock back. I like that so few things this late in the game are actually immune to poison. Makes this weapon better in the late game. Like, its scales kind of reverse, which is nice. Okay, both of those are green. I really don't want to risk ignoring either of them. So I guess I'll roll my lockpick to possibly open the Cursula room. I think that's what I do, yeah. I think the Cursula room is the one I care about the least, and it also has the highest variance for whether or not I get anything good at all. At least in the other 2 chests, I'll get something, even if it's not good. Whereas, it's possible I walk into Cursula's and I just don't want anything at all. First things first, though. I'm gonna purchase shock rounds so that if this shrine steals from me, I'm still fine. I'll hold out my worst weapon while I use the shrine. There's no gun muncher, right? No, okay. Because he can steal your weapon, obviously. Pained and renewed. So it did damage. My understanding is it dealt damage to me and then it healed me. It dealt damage to me and then it held me. Lovingly in an embrace. Shrines, enter. Yeah, good. Gungeon. I do just want to check to make absolutely certain that I'm correct about that, because those are 2 that I've never seen it do before. So Pained deals 1 to 2 hearts to damage to the player, and Renewed restores a random amount of health. Oh well. Okay. Let's go open both of these. Perfect. Thank you very much. Huge weapon pickup right there. Oh, God. The path is... it's unwieldy. Let's just move around the entire map. Could I just have a teleporter somewhere nearby, please? Game, buddy, pal, dude, guy? Alright, what's the passive? Or active, I guess. Ha! Ha! Fuck! That's my fault. I let it deal damage to me twice as well. That's why I always check them, by the way. Obviously didn't this time. To my own peril. Oh, it's Space Turtle, friend. Hello, friend. There's a blank in this shop. It's possible it's cheap enough I can afford it. Yep, figured. Oh man, I would have been able to go in there if I just fought the Mimic. Oh well. Rattler and offhand AK. I do want to put the knockback on my offhand, that being the t-shirt cannon, but the shock rounds heavily incentivizes using these two weapons because they both have huge shock effects. Serious amount of damage kicked out of them. If I get to the boss with 4 full hearts, I'm just gonna win. I have stacked enough boss weapons for that. Shit, even if it was just the sling, 4 full hearts, you'll be fine. Especially with a space turtle watching your back. Are you kidding me? That's the correct order. Leave the king for last, because usually you kill all of the enemies so quick that the king will stop his spawning because he's the only person left on the map. Okay. Bully them! The reason I use this over the AK for the boss right there, the enemy right there, rather. Hang on as I debate what I refill. I believe it is Stinger. The reason I use the Rattler over the AK, specifically against that huge tanky enemy, is just so that I can knock him away. AK doesn't really have too much knockback, especially against large targets. Sorry, I had to mute myself and sneeze very loudly for a moment there. Again, we are going to be finding ourselves using the Rattler here for the sake of knockback. Okay. Beautiful. So we haven't taken the longest path so far. We've taken the most medium path. Probably a superlative that doesn't really fit. Extremely medium. Huh. Thank you. Space Friend is really doing a huge amount of the damage behind the scenes that isn't really being recognized. But it is saving me a shot here and there on the targets that I'm going for, so I appreciate it anyway. And shit, it's kind of working in a little way like a Gundromita strain, like the poor man's Gundromita strain. Because Gundromita strain decreases the health of the opponents before you fight them. And Space Turtle oftentimes peppers down the health of opponents before I even get to them. So by the time I get to them, they have, you know, less health. In the same way they would with Gundromita strain. Also, his bullets can't be caught by that, so it's really handy. Thank you very much. That's actually huge. Really did need that, Rattler. Thanks to the knockback, we can just wait and then push both of these off. Single attack kills. This looks really promising to not be looping back. That was a really shitty roll. I shouldn't have been rewarded for that. I should have taken damage. Do I have any levels of curse right now? Why am I actually getting good things? Why are good things happening to bad me? Alright. Well, I'm not going to argue about it, but I am very surprised. Maybe right now, the game is catching up and giving us all the ammo it should have given us for the rest of the game. That makes sense to me. Okay. Hold off and wait for them to die themselves. Beautiful. I'm gonna guess the middle path, because I very rarely guess the middle path. And it's always wrong when I do guess it, so bound to be right one day. Although that's not by any stretch of the imagination bound to be today. Okay. And then we'll just stay here. Beautiful. It was the wrong way. I can't believe I actually finished that first wave without just hiding and without insta-killing the shot grub. That might be the first time I've ever finished that room without taking damage and not killing the shot grub instantly. Because that's a tiny room to be versing that specific attack that the shot grub does in. I chose the two most unlikely directions first. And, well, true to their name, it wasn't either of them. I really should have just gone with the actual reasoning, which is usually cut to the inside of the map, but there's not much space in here. Like you can see, there's not even enough space for a boss room right there. So while usually wisdom would say cut to the inside of the map, here it would say cut to the outside. Oh well. Okay. Really, all I had to do there is keep the blue suns under control so they didn't run straight at me. For the first wave, I can probably take a slower attack, so I'll use Stinger. Of course, until he starts summoning enemies, in which case I need to start using other attacks. Thanks, boss. I walked straight into that hit. I did not need to take that. This is a good attack wave. Continue doing these. Just the predictive shots. And then... No, not the concentric circle attack. This is the only one I don't want you to do, ever. Damn it, buddy. Good dodges against it for the first time in forever, though. So I've just been bricking it every single time I've tried to dodge that attack recently. I think I may have ultimately ended up psyching myself out and convincing myself that I just can't dodge that attack pattern, and then, as a result, not being able to dodge that attack pattern. I think here I'll have Commando and Gunbow on the offhand. Depending on what attack the boss does, I'll use Commando or Gunbow. Gunbow when it's safe, and Commando when he's doing chest-based attacks. Okay. This is where we start using Commando so we can destroy all of the bullets that he's actually projecting. And again. Beautiful. Honestly, I think this is really clever, having the offhanded explosive weapon just to deal with these. Ugh. Always this phase. Always. The phase that deals the most damage to me. I mean, shit. I could just use whatever the fuck I wanted right now, to be honest. The fact that the bullets are slowed down by Bloody Eye is actually really helpful here, but I'm not going to mention it because I need to constantly crusade against Bloody Eye. So that when it is the cause of me taking damage, I can complain about it. Gotta demonize it. Let's thin out the amount of bullets on the map so that I don't have to lose so many frames here. Hey, there we go. Alright, what weapon are we getting? Oh, wait a second! Already won. It didn't look like we would when we got to floor 3, and especially floor 4. But we managed to rectify, straighten up, and fly right. Which, of course, is very apt as the pilot. My name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been the supply drop of Enter the Gungeon. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There is a playlist in the description down below, both for my series on original Gungeon, then on the supply drop beta, and for the supply drop current, past, present, and future. And hopefully we'll see you next time.